All right, good morning, class. This is the August 18th percussion video, okay? August 18th percussion video. Um, supposed to be in music appreciation or the wins. This is wrong. Hopefully by now you have recognized which videos are yours, which videos are not, okay? Um, Today, I'm hopefully getting through this in two parts, maybe. Today, two parts, maybe. Hopefully, two parts. Today we're just going to be doing we're just going to be adding some more notes to our treble clef staff and going further into some eighth note rhythms, okay? So I'm doing a little review, so hopefully today will just be an easy class, okay? If you remember yesterday on our treble clef, okay, so you should probably get your treble clef sheet out, all right? All right, so yesterday we added a ledger line above and a ledger line below of the staff. Can y'all see that? Kinda. See if I can get that in a better lighting. Yeah, right there. Okay. Yeah, I learned the one ledger line below and one ledger line above on the treble clef staff. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite all this in. Okay. Um, so today we're just going to add on, okay, we're going to add on another ledger line to each side, okay? We're going to add on another ledger line. All right, I think that's what I do in that one. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to add on one more ledger line to each side, okay? So we're up here at B, okay? If we remember our musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, okay? We're at B, so that tells me that this next line is going to be C, and that the top space is going to be D, okay? Now, if you start to get, if you start to see the resemblance of things, okay, we start right here. We got the E, G, B, D, F, okay. Now, if we start at this top space, we got E, okay, G, B, D, okay. So if you can see that pattern right there that's happening, okay. Every so often, when you're going into the ledger lines and everything, the sayings will switch between the spaces and lines, okay. Just like up here, okay. Right here, I have F A C E for face. Up here on this top line, I have an F. That next line is A, and the next line is C. So what do you think the next line is going to be? It should be E, okay. But I think as far as this point, this is probably how far we're going to go. Okay, we might someday get higher. I know sometimes some music for mallets gets up there, way up there. We'll get there if whatever happens. Those are just notes you're going to have to learn on your own. Okay, no sense of teaching it when you don't see it a lot. Okay, but as you can see, the the lines and spaces are starting to switch. The same. We're getting the E, G, B, D up here. That was up here, while at the same time the FACE that happened in spaces is now happening on the lines. FAC would tell me that the next line would be E, okay? Go ahead and get out that note naming, okay, go ahead and get the note naming sheet out today for the day. It should be note naming sheet number 4, okay? Note naming sheet number 4. All right, and let's just look, I'm gonna give you a few seconds. Get a few seconds to get this out, okay? It should be there somewhere, okay? All right, so let's look at that first one. That first one on the very bottom, the very top line sits the ledger line. It sits one space below the first ledger line. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Oh shoot, I didn't do the bottom. Okay, sorry. Scratch that. Scratch that. I didn't do the bottom down here. Okay, I'm kind of tired today. I didn't do the bottom. Okay, so you got B. Obviously, this is going to be A, and then G right here. Okay. Sorry, I didn't do the bottom. So we got A on that second line and then G, okay? All right, so going back to this, that first note is on this one space below, or it's on a space right below the first ledger line, okay? If you got your treble clef sheet, we see that will go to that B, okay? It goes to that B. All right, I'm not going to worry about 2, 3, 4 because you should be able to do that on your own. Look at the fifth one in that line. Look at the fifth one in that line. You got one that goes one space above the first ledger line. So it's right here, sitting right there. One space above the first ledger line. We're going to do our little arrow over, and it goes to B. Okay, so that tells me that number, the first one in that first line and the fifth one in that first line should be B. Okay, let's go on. Let's look at the find line number 3. Okay, line number 3, number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. If you look at that number, the line number 3, okay, that one right there. Okay, we're looking at that one right there. Line number 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that note is on the second ledger line above. Okay, the second ledger line above. So right here, we're sitting on that ledger line right there. Okay. And if we draw our arrow over to that line, we see that that line goes to C. So that number 4 should be C. Okay. And then, going over one more, find line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find line 5, okay. And go to the third one, okay. So line 5, third. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, that third one. That one is sitting on the space below the second ledger line, okay? The space below the second ledger line. So that goes ahead and tells me that we are right here, and we're going to draw an arrow over it, and that one should be G, okay? That one should be G. Pretty explanatory, okay? Obviously, like the rest of the night, the rest of this sheet will be for homework, okay? I'm going to go ahead, and that's all I really wanted to teach on this, on notes words. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to the reviewing of rhythms, okay? So I'm going to pause my video so I can erase my board. All right, I'm back. Erase my board. See, I erased it, okay? Get out this sheet of paper. The sheet of paper in your packet says chart 5, and on the back it says chart 6. Get those out for me, please. This is just going to be a review of yesterday's time signatures and eighth notes. I know we kind of ended fast on the eighth notes, so I'm probably going to spend a little bit trying to get the rest of this video with the time signatures so that the next video can be spent a lot on eighth notes. And we're going to continue learning some new stuff about eighth notes, okay? So looking at chart 5, okay, let's go over time signatures. As you see, each line has a different time signature, mainly staying in 4/4 time, or mainly staying in the common time of 4 on the bottom, okay? Remember, the top number tells me how many beats are in a measure. So if it's the top number is 4, it means it's 4 beats. If it's 3, it means it's 3 beats. 2 means there's 2 beats, okay, so on and so forth, okay? And remember that the bottom 4 tells me that the quarter note's what's getting the beat. If it's a 4 on the bottom, it tells me the quarter note's getting the beat. If it's an 8 on the bottom, it tells me the eighth note's getting the beat. If it's a 2 on the bottom, okay, there's sometimes you get a key signature with 2. If it's a key signature with 2 on the bottom, that means the half note gets the beat, okay? So let's look at number, I don't want to do all this, okay? This is pretty explanatory. So let's just look at number... let's look at the third line, okay? So the third line, so you got, if you're looking, first line, second line, third line. That first 3/4 line, look at that first 3/4 line, okay? And real quick, see if you can do it on your own, okay? Let's just see if you can do it on your own, but hopefully by now you can do it on your own, okay? Do the line number 3 by yourself. All right, so hopefully by now you've finished it. If not, then take some time to pause the video again, okay? Try to get the glare. It's kind of hard to get that glare going. See if I push it back some, if it gets going. Does a little bit. I hate that glare. Sorry. All right. So looking at this, okay, that first measure should be pretty easy. We got a dotted half note. Dotted half note gets how many beats? You should be saying 3. Dotted half note gets 3. Okay. So that first one is going to get a big 1 with a little 2, a little 3. Okay. The first one is going to be a big 1, a little 2, a little 3, just because that we're holding the note out for 3 counts. We got to make sure we have the little 2, little 3, okay? Pretty easy, okay? That second measure, we got 3 quarter notes, okay? Remember, quarter notes get the beat on 3/4 times, so each of them get 1 beat. So big 1, big 2, big 3. All right? All right, next measure, We got a half note and then a quarter note. So half note get 2 beats. So that first one's going to get a big 1, a little 2, and the quarter note's going to get a big 3. And then the last measure, we got a quarter note on 1 and a half note on 2. So we're going to give the quarter note a big 1, a half note a big 2, and a little 3. Okay. So if we were to click and count this, okay. So if you need to get some sticks out real quick, or whatever you're using to click and count. Okay. So if we were to click and count this, you can kind of see it. All right. So we're going to click and count this. Okay. We're going to remember it's 3/4. Okay. 3/4. Remember there's only 3 beats in a measure. You should never go to 4. Okay. So let's click and count this together. 1, 2. Click and count. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, probably the biggest mistake that would probably happen on this one is between beat 3 and beat 1 of this on the bottom, on the last 2 measures where you got the 2 quarter notes, okay? And you want to make sure you're going 3, 1. All right, so let's do that one more time, okay? 5, 6, do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I messed that up. I'm sorry, I just messed that up. See, like I said, that's probably a complicated measure because you're on 3, 1, you also got to click on 2, okay? Let's do those last 2 measures, okay? Just the last 2 measures. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Easy peasy, right? Even though I messed it up. Where's my sheet? All right. Let's look at just one more on this side. Okay. Let's look at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th one, so the second to last one. Okay, look at the second to last one. I want you to try to do that one on your own, okay? Remember the C is common time, so 4/4. And do notice there is a time signature change, okay? Do notice there's a time signature change. So pause the video if you need to. I'm fixing to write it on the board. All right, hopefully by now you're done with it. Okay, I try to move the board a little bit to make this a little bit better, but those dumb lights are killer, okay? All right. So do notice that those first 2 measures are in 4/4, okay, while the second 2 measures are in 3/4. All right, I'm trying to make this like not suck. That's hard. That freaking, I'm turning off these lights or something. Where's that? I gotta turn off these lights or something. All right, so the first 2 measures in 4/4, okay? So we got 2 half notes. So the first one should be big 1, little 2, big 3, little 4, okay? Big 1, little 2, big 3, little 4, okay? Then we got 4 quarter notes, so big 1, big 2, big 3, big 4. Then we have a time signature change of 3/4. Means that there's only 3 beats in the measure. So that dotted half note's going to get all 3 beats. So we're going to give it a big 1, a little 2, a little 3, and then a big 1, 2, 3 on those quarter notes, okay? So this one's pretty simple. We just got to watch out for our keys, the time, I keep on saying key signature. You just got to watch out for the time signature change, okay? The time signature change. So let's click and count this. Get your sticks out real quick. And we're going to click and count this, okay? Hopefully you can see my counts. If not, I'm sorry. All right, let's click and count this. 1, 2, click and count. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Did you get the click change? You get the click change? I hope you got the click change, okay? Because I went from 4/4 to 3/4, okay? 4/4 to 3/4. All right. This video is running out of time, so go and find part 2. Part 2.